Okay, hi. So I'm finally back in New York, and I was just perusing the blast to catch up on all the Denise Richards divorce drama, and I am absolutely gobsmacked by the turn it's taking. I previously made a video about Denise filing a restraining order against Aaron because he was physically, mentally, and verbally abusing her, and I absolutely do think he's a sorry excuse for a man. Even if you think there's two sides to every story, when it comes to a woman being abused, the only side that matters to me personally is the woman's side, and that's the only side I care to hear. This recent article that I was just reading on the blast was talking about how Denise showed up to Aaron's house in Calabasas where he lives with his parents and his brother, went around to the back door and started banging on the door demanding to be let in because she went to retrieve her dog. She did this because she had already learned that Aaron had previously put down one of their other dogs without telling Denise. Mind you, I think it's also very important to note that this Calabasas house he's living in with his parents and brother, Denise owns. They separated on July 4th. She told him that he needed to move out of the house, which resulted in him and his father both threatening to leak more images of her to the press, which they have already previously done apparently. Aaron is in possession of her laptop and phone. And honestly, clearly the piece of shit doesn't fall far from the piece of shit, because why is his father getting in her face threatening her? Clearly, Aaron's behavior was learned from somewhere. When she showed up to the house, she was told that he was not going to be there. When the police came, it turned into a whole big escapade that it did not have to be. She apparently was scaring his parents by yelling at them and threw mail at his brother, which honestly, at that point, I really would do the same thing because you're living in my house and your son was abusing me. Denise showed up. Aaron had no choice but to run out of the house. But my only thing is, when he was getting up to run out of the house, he should have grabbed a box and collected a few things, because the only thing he deserves is not one of her houses, is not alimony, is a swift kick right in between the legs. Something that really bothered me about this whole situation too is the paparazzi photo of Aaron and his mother, and she's looking so scared and he's comforting her. Me personally, it looked like a photo to garner some sympathy from the public for Aaron and his family, but you put that photo next to the photo of Denise with a black eye, and they're not getting a motherfucking ounce of sympathy from me, let me tell you that right now. The only reason his parents should be that scared is because they're living in a house with a narcissistic, psychotic, sorry excuse for a man that is an abusive asshole. Not only was he physically abusing her, he was threatening to kill her in front of her daughter. This man is not right in the head, and he's absolutely vulgar and disgusting, and I wish nothing but the worst for him. The article is also stating that Aaron is claiming that Denise was cheating on him with one of her co-stars from a show she was doing on Fox. When he found the text message on her phone, he smashed her phone, and that's when they headed towards divorce. This divorce is looking very, very ugly, very messy, and very, very tragic. I feel really bad for Denise and her family. I think this lady has been through a lot with Charlie Sheen, and now to go through this again in the public eye is probably so exhausting. She also was recently spotted filming Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with Erica Jane and Sutton, filming a sit-down with them. So I do hope she comes back to the show, if anything, to tell her side of the story and to really put this motherfucker in his place, because he is a scumbag piece of shit and he deserves nothing but the worst. And she should not piss in his mouth if his lungs were on fire. Let me know if you're caught up on the drama. If not, you should definitely head over to the blast to read some of the articles. I was reading it like it was my job this morning because they're so detail-oriented and they really have the finger on the pulse with this story, let me tell you that. I know what you think, guys. Do you think Denise should come back to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, or do you think she should take a step back out of the spotlight with all the drama going on in her life? Do you think she was justified in going to the house that day to get her dog, or do you think that she violated a restraining order? Honestly, personally, I would do the same exact thing, and if not worse, because if I told you and your family to get out of my house and you're not doing so, trust and believe there's not going to be a house for you guys to live in by the time I'm done with it. I really do want to see if anyone out there is actually on Aaron's side. Do you believe anything he's saying, or are you sticking with Denise? Comment below and let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day.